When they had spent a few minutes in the hallway discussing the theft, Joan said to Rita and Yansis, "Come on, you two, I'll make you a cuppa. I bet you could do with one after that. Let's get in and have a sit down." Although tiny at 5 feet and 1 inch tall, Rita had a big presence. Her towering heels increased her height, and a liberal application of makeup enhanced her moderately attractive features. She had dark brown hair, which she wore in a fashionable textured bob, and was dressed in a smart, casual outfit. Leaving their cases in the hallway, they headed towards the living room. Rita was the first to step into the room and stopped short at the sight of a large, mean-looking black man sprawled across the sofa. Spliff in one hand, can of lager in the other, he was resting against some cushions with his legs stretched out across the coffee table. As Rita entered the room, he took a long, hard drag on the spliff, as though challenging her. Then he slowly exhaled the smoke, his face forming a sneer as he examined her in minute detail. Rita noted the scar that cut across his forehead, the primed muscles and the abundance of tattoos. She saw the letters HATE tattooed across the fingers of his right hand. Why did these self-professed hard men always have to make a statement with this love and hate tattoo thing? It was so corny and pathetic, she thought. When he lifted his can of lager, she glimpsed the tattoo spread across the fingers of his other hand, expecting to see the letters LOVE. However, disconcertingly, that also bore the letters HATE. There was a break in the tension as Rita's father dashed to her side. "This is Leroy, Jenny's boyfriend," he gushed. Rita already knew that her sister Jenny had a boyfriend, but she didn't know much about him. Despite her automatic reservations, she tried to appear friendly as she said, "Hello, Leroy, pleased to meet ya." Leroy briefly nodded his head in response, then continued to take drags of his spliff, while Joan and Yansis entered the room. When Joan introduced Yansis, he received the same cool appraisal. During this time, Leroy remained seated and didn't attempt to converse with them. Rita suspected that her parents were equally aware of the uncomfortable atmosphere created by Leroy. This was borne out by her mother's waffling. "Rita and Yansis have got a restaurant in Greece, but they've come back to stay for a while, haven't you, love? It's all right, though. Yansis has got a big family, so there's plenty of people to look after the place for him while they're over here. You're looking well, Rita. You've got a lovely tan and I love that leather jacket. Was the flight all right? You two must be shattered. Let me make you that cup of tea." "Where's Jenny?" asked Rita. "She's just nipped to the loo. She'll be down in a minute," said Joan. "Oh, here she is now." Rita turned round and rushed towards her sister, but stopped when she noticed Jenny's swollen stomach. "Jesus, when did that happen? You might have bloody well told me." "How about congratulations?" said Jenny. "Sorry, it's a lot to take in. There's been a lot of changes since I was home. Yeah, congratulations, I'm pleased for you. You look well." Rita gave Jenny's arm a gentle squeeze, attempting to hide her mounting levels of unease and surreptitiously flashing Yansis a concerned look. Apart from the pregnancy, Jenny had changed in other ways in the few years since Rita had last seen her. Like Rita, she was tiny, although taller than Rita at 5 feet 2 inches, but there was now a maturity about her. She was an attractive girl and pregnancy suited her, bringing with it a radiant glow. Her long hair was dyed peroxide blonde and the roots showed through, giving her pretty face a hard edge. "I'm sorry, Ray," said Joan. "We were going to tell you, but it didn't sound right in a letter and I never seem to find time on the phone. You know how it is phoning there."